everyone, welcome. We made you wait a little bit, but trust me, it is going to be worth it. We got some excellent games for you coming up tonight. We got SaneWolveS a couple of times, actually. First off the bat, they're going to be taking on Cookies. I am Offbeat. I'm here with my co-caster, SaneWolveS, and Wonder T-Man, who's going to be putting in some excellent work tonight on the cams. How's it going, Pinched?
I'm doing pretty good. I didn't know you were co-casting with SaneWolveS tonight.
No one knew. It was a full surprise. There are rumors that we might see Sir Dimwee in a little later as well too. It's gonna be a fun evening. Shuffling things around, but it's okay. We're making it work, and we're coming to see you all in the chat. So yeah, games tonight. SaneWolveS Cookies is gonna be the first one up. Then we're gonna hop over to Master Division where we've got Kangorillas and W, and then we'll be coming right back to the SaneWolveS later when they take on Lurk. But for right now, these teams, Cookies and SaneWolveS. Look, SaneWolveS, they're a team that played in the Challenger Cup, weren't quite able to make it, and obviously are looking to keep themselves in contention around that top level of Diamond right now.
Yeah, these are both very good teams. These are high Diamond teams. They are looking to get into the Challenger Cup and make it into the finals. So I expect to have a very impressive game tonight.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So, obviously, when we're looking at analyzing things, go look, have these teams played before? It's been a long season. These teams have likely crossed paths before, and they have about a month and a half ago. It was a very, very close game, a total combined score of 26-21, and it was actually SaneWolveS taking that one. And as I can see you all on the prediction polls there, you are all going up against SaneWolveS here with 90% of the channel points going to Cookies. So if SaneWolveS can pull off that win again, I'm sure you're all going to be sitting very, very pretty with your massive windfall of channel points. And don't forget to spend those channel points. We got lots of fun options here. Please make life hell for me and my co-caster, because we are here. We're gonna have a fun evening together. Teams are in the tunnels. We are ready to go. One reminder, SaneWolveS, Cookies, we're off!
And on the joust, it's going to be sent into the Cookie zone. And here come the stacks. It's grabbed by that Cream Pigeon, who instantly throws it into the goal. It is 2 points. The SaneWolveS are ahead by 2.
Yeah, incredibly quick start there. That's exactly what you want to see if you are Cookies. Doing a very good job. Here, Cookies, hang on. I got this backwards.
Yep.
I got the labels backwards. That is on me. I thought we were all on the right sides, but no, it is SaneWolveS on blue. My bad, everyone. And I have misinformed everyone on our team, so don't worry. We'll get that fixed up nice and quick. Cookies with the disc again. They're going to move this one in, looking for that long shot. It's open, no one back. Narwhale is going to get back, going to pick this one up and try and get this out past the midfield area, which they haven't really been able to do so far. They are going to get the clear here. It's going to bounce down into the Cookie zone, but Cookies are first back. Oh, not enough though, as Jax is going to get the steal. Makes a good move moving in. They got a 2-on-2. Open target behind the goal. This is going to be a tough one for the goalie. And that is going to be Narwhale dunking that one in, bringing us back to a tie game. And Echo Dover, thank you so much for the hydrate. Taking a good swig of water now in your honor.
And SaneWolveS has answered the slam dunk from Cookies with a slam dunk of their own, even though we did have our labels backward. I was wondering, that Green Pigeon, since when did they play for SaneWolveS? On the joust, Tylenol is going to have it, and it's going to send it over into the left tunnel, grabbed by Levitt. Oh, I can't put Levitt. Levitt's going to send that into the SaneWolveS bubble, and oh, little stunning there. It's going to be picked up by Squirt, who's going to send it right back out through their right tunnel, and it's going to float all the way down. Where are the stacks? There's the stacks. Tylenol is able to grab it, clear it out, send it over to that Green Pigeon. That Green Pigeon's going to walk it down the floor and send it through the right tunnel. It's going to go out into the bubble, and it's grabbed by the Tylenol. 2 points. It is now a 4-2 game. We are only 2 minutes into this game.
Yeah, things moving quickly. Chance for SaneWolveS to come and potentially grab the lead there, but no, Cookie's doing a good job of answering and winning the stack game so far, right? They're first to get back on defense, and they have been down there with a couple, like you look at that last goal, they're there all alone, all the time in the world to tuck that one into the goal. So far, Cookies showing themselves to be the contenders here, and oh my goodness, that Green Pigeon gonna put in 3 more. Cookies grabbing a stranglehold here early on.
Oh yeah, well, that broke down on the joust. They just sent that out to the left tunnel. It was almost instantly intercepted and sent right into their goal with a beautiful shot. All 3 points. Here come the Sane Wolves again. It's going to be grabbed by Jax, who's going to send it slowly directly to Toki. Toki's going to walk it back and send it across to Levitt. Levitt's going to send it straight down to that green pigeon. Oh, he's going to juke around and reset it back to Tylenol. And Tylenol is going to pass it up to Levitt on the ceiling there. Gonna juke around, dodge over to the nest, and looking for that bubble. Oh, and it's stopped. It's floating, and they get it back. Levitt's able to get it back, but no. Cam Spin is able to clear it out through the right side, but Tylenol picks it right back up, passed it back to Levitt. It's picked by Squirt and not quite cleared.
Yeah, SaneWolveS a couple chances to clear. They're finally going to get this one through. Some good solid defense there. They had all four of them kind of sitting back in that bubble, all playing goalie, waiting for those shots. And, hey, can't knock it too much because it worked. They're able to get out of here. Squirt with a good intercept. Reading that disc very well is going to clear this one back in. Cookie Stack isn't able to read it, but fortunately, Leviticus is back there on the back line to read that one and pick it up. Lots of time in the world, only the one pressuring. So it will be Toki moving up, but no, the stack is going to come up here and apply some pressure. Tylenol still able to get that slap, and it is in a float now into the SaneWolveS zone. Is a loose disc, and here comes that stack. That green pigeon looking for the three. Not quite able to get the angle, nearly getting a nice bouncer, but Jax is going to get this one and clear it up to the tunnel.
And Jax is going to send it through the tunnel, but here come the stacks. It's grabbed by Toki. Toki's going to send it out through the right tunnel. It's going to be handed off to Tylenol. Tylenol is going to, it's intercepted by Narwhal. Narwhal's going to try to clear it out through the right tunnel. And here comes the stack, dribbling it through. It is up toward the top there, a little complicated area, but it's passed over to Cam Spin, who's, it's picked off by that green pigeon. That green pigeon clears it out, and the stacks are coming. Narwhal's able to grab it, send it back across to Jax. Jax is going to send it over to the floor to Squirt. Squirt's going to jerk around, walk through, looking for pass options, and it goes up to nobody is there. But Narwhal is able to grab it. Narwhal's inside the bubble, passes it up to Jax, who shoots it in for 2 points. It is now a 7-4 game.
Yeah, good job by the team there, keeping possession, moving it. They're slowing it down. They're not panicking. Yes, they're down 5, but still 5 minutes on the clock. Plenty of time to chain a couple twos together, and they get one here. They take their time, and they grab that opportunity when it presents itself. Good job by them. They lost possession a couple times there, but in difference to when it happened earlier on in the game, they did not give up those quick counterattacks, and that really has been paying off here as they're trying to apply some pressure here, but that disc is going to bounce all the way past the sack. The net's open, and that is an open shot dinging out as the fadeaway thrown there from Leviticus isn't going to fall. Squirt floating to that open disc, not able to pick it up, though, because that goal is still open. SaneWolveS getting punished for leaving that undefended, and another 3 coming in from Cookies. They got a couple of those now, and they have a 6-point lead now as a result.
Yeah, that first one off the ding ring, but they got it back. They sent it in. Well, keep trying. It will go in. They still got the 3 points. So on the joust, it's going to be grabbed by Jax. Jax is going to send it down to Narwhal, across to Cam Spin, and across to Squirt. Squirt's going to juke around. Wait, and get stunned out and grabbed by Leviticus. All right, Levitt, I'm just going to go back there. The stack comes in. Toki shoots 3 points. It is now a 9-point game.
Yeah, Leviticus. It's like the classic biblical book, but with weed instead. 13-4 lead. That is a 9-point lead. It is, they've been doing a good job here, as Cookies have been, they've been doing a good job of keeping those points coming consistently. And even when SaneWolveS have, they take forever. They've been taking their time, setting up some good scores. But it just kills that momentum when right back the other way comes Cookies, which is quick couple passes and more points as Leviticus is going to put in another one here. Cookies looking to run away with this one here. They're up 11, only 3 minutes left on the clock. Time running out for SaneWolveS to start turning this one around.
Yeah, but SaneWolveS can turn this around if they get on their game and get those passes clean and not quite take a whole lot of time here. Let's see what they do on this joust. It's going to be picked up by Jax, instantly intercepted by Leviticus for another 3 points. 14-point game and not much time left.
Yeah, that's probably going to do it as far as this first round goes. Still plenty of time for teams to start for SaneWolveS to start chaining some momentum together and get something working. Because at this point, it's all about momentum and setting themselves up for a good second round. And that's not going to help. They're trying to do a stack chase down to it. But the stack getting stunned out there, it was going to cause them some problems. So they got a good intercept in the tunnel and a 3 back the other way. That's what they need. Camspin going to put that one in for 3. Might be too little too late for this round. But hey, a good solid play there. They lost the disc initially, but they took it right back and turned it into points. And scoring points quickly there is something that they're going to want to start developing and getting flowing for that second round.
That was a beautiful floor pass. It's mathematically possible for them to catch up, but that's a lot of three-pointers in very little time. And Leviticus is going to send it over a long, beautiful pass from the tunnel. 3 points. Well, they're out of mathematical time now.
Yeah. Cookies, they're just hitting these threes. They're being left, they're being given these open shots by SaneWolveS, who are trying to push. Tough to tell right now how much of that is just the way they're playing and how much of it is how they've adjusted because they know they're behind and so they need to take these huge risks. That's going to be another turnover there as Toki going to steal the disc, not able to get all the way through. Instead, he's going to reset it back because they've got a stack back there with lots of time. That green pigeon sending a long pass. That's going to connect. Is that another 3? It is Leviticus on that open goal. My goodness, every member of this Cookies team is just firing these threes from anywhere and everywhere. If you're SaneWolveS, you can't be leaving that goal open that wide open anymore. Not with the way they're shooting.
Well, I think the only question left for this particular round is it a mercy or not? We'll see in just a few minutes. It's less than a minute left. Cleared out through the left tunnel, and it's floating there. It's grabbed by that green pigeon. That green pigeon's going to send it down to, who's there? It's missed. It's floating. It's free. Leviticus is going to walk outside the bubble. Oh, no. Leviticus is going to send it over to Toki, but it's stolen by Narwhal. Narwhal is going to send it right back to that green pigeon, and that green pigeon's going to walk it in. Maybe just killing the clock here? No, they really want that 3 points. Tylenol's going to send it. 2 points. Not quite the mercy, but you know what? It's a very, very convincing win by Cookies.
Yeah, absolutely. 26-7. That's just about as big a difference as you can make, and a pretty much all-around dominant performance coming in from Cookies here. Leviticus leading the way, of course, with a game-leading 16 points off of, I think there were at least 3 or 4 3-pointers. I guess that would be 4 3-pointers, and then a couple of 2s tacked onto that. It's really been an impressive showing from them. But it's not just Leviticus. Every member of the team has been getting on the board here, and has been feeding teammates, right? They've got the assists, they've got the points. It's been a great all-around team effort here so far from Cookies.
It certainly has been. I'm looking at the team stats. Cookies has held this disc almost 60% of this game so far, compared to almost 40 for SaneWolveS. Cookies has taken 3 times as many shots, and that certainly shows in the score. Lots of assists. The Cookies are just doing a lot together. SaneWolveS have more steals, but only by 1. And when you consider 16 shots to 5, well, yeah, I guess you might get 1 more save. Cookies has been completely dominating this game. If SaneWolveS wants to get back into it, they're going to have to tighten it up. They're going to have to get those passes to their teammates and not to Cookies teams.
Yeah, well, it's tough if you're SaneWolveS because clearly they've come in your plan. They're wanting to run that double stack. They're wanting to have a very aggressive offensive plan. But that is butting up with the reality that Cookies is coming in here, and they are shooting lights out from the midpoint line with all these long threes. And so if you're SaneWolveS, you really can't afford to keep playing that style of game if you're wanting to stay competitive here the way they've been shooting 3-pointers. And so I wouldn't be surprised to see here if SaneWolveS tries to adjust their play and not leave that net open. I mean, they still are, but you can see they got a little fortunate on that one, and a good steal by Narwhal is going to turn this into a chance the other way. Potentially the first points here for SaneWolveS. No, it is going to be stacked back, and it is going to be Tylenol with the disc, with some time, and is going to look to move this one up. No, not able to get out of the tunnel. Squirt, they're coming in now. That's going to be stolen off the back by Camspin. Camspin looking down at Jax. Jax looking for that pass back. Not going to connect, but they are still first to the disc, and they've got the advantage. Open below the goalie. Goalie looking to read that one. Doesn't actually need to, as it is far enough off that it will be SaneWolveS looking to reset here. Another chance coming onto the shield, and that one's going to be put in. And looky here, SaneWolveS, they've got themselves a lead. First lead of the game, I believe, here, up 2-0.
I do believe it is the first lead of the match so far that they've had. That was a real clean, simple goal, and maybe that's what they have to do is simplify their game. So on the joust, it's going to be grabbed by Tylenol for Cookies and handed over to that green pigeon, who's going to look for a pass, send it over to the goal, right in off the backboard. Beautiful pass to that diamond.
Yeah. I mean, what can we say? This is what we saw the first round, and they are continuing it the second round. It doesn't look like SaneWolveS is really trying to adjust to cover those long threes. They're not getting back quickly enough, and these threes are going to continue to cost them. If they're not looking to, play a more defensive mindset to leave a goalie back there, they're going to need to change something else up to make sure they've got someone getting back. Make sure they've got a stack that's ready to go back and play defense, because there's another turnover here and is now going to be sent all the way and looking for the mail slot. Not quite going to connect, but Camspin is back there. So they have someone, in the general vicinity. Camspin able to pick that one up. Looking to turn around as a little fadeaway throw is going to come in. There's the stack coming in. It is going to be SaneWolveS coming in. They've got lots of time, lots of space. All four of them in the bubble. Narwhale is the one who gets the honor of putting it in. And SaneWolveS with a nice little turnaround there. And they've got themselves the lead back. Up one now.
Now we have a competitive game. Yeah, that was just very clean play. They were just slow with the stacks, very methodical. I kind of wish they were a little ahead of the pass instead of behind it, but you know what? It works. If it's working, keep it. Tylenol is going to grab it on the joust. It's going to be passed out to a stunned player and grabbed by Narwhale. Narwhale's going to bring it back, but no, it's intercepted by that green pigeon who sends it clear into the SaneWolveS side. Not all the way. The geometry gets in the way, but the stacks will be coming. Or maybe just the floaters. It's grabbed by Leviticus, who sends it in for yet another three-pointer. It's a 2-point game in favor of Cookies.
Cookies and three-pointers. Name a more iconic duo as they grab themselves a 2-point lead back. Lots of time as teams were presumably stunning each other in and out all the way back. There's no real stacks really got together to get back on defense there, or really to press the disc at all. It was a long wait, and there's a rollout that's going to run into some trouble. It is turned over to that Cookie stack. They've got the disc moving in. It is going to be Toki looking behind the goal, trying to find a teammate. It is going to bounce to that green pigeon. They've got a 3-on-4 here. Don't have a fourth coming in yet, but they're still managing to hold on to the disc here. Leviticus with it, backing out. No one really pressuring that. Makes one move, gonna ding that one off the top. Not able to connect. This one is going to be cleared out all the way past that the defender way in the back. And here comes another scoring chance here. They've got it passed in up to the bubble, looking for the three, not going to connect. And the second chance will not be there. That green pigeon going to recover that one and clear it up to the midfield.
And it is over by the right tunnel, but it's grabbed by Jax. Jax tries to send it back, but that green pigeon once again gets in the way. Squirt's able to grab it and send it over to Camspin. Camspin's going to pass it up to Narwhale, who's going to walk it right into the goal. It is now a tie game.
Saucy little duck by Narwhale, just getting out of the goalie's way. And I mean, as a goalie, you got to take the risk like that, right? It's so hard in this game to stop a 1v1 as a goalie. So, it's all about being as unpredictable as you can. But hey, kudos to Narwhale for reading it expertly and tying this one up. As looking to go back the other way, they're looking for those long threes. They're not all gonna fall. The question is, will they get enough to fall? It is going to be picked up here by Camspin, sending it across, trying to get rid of it quickly, but no teammates in the vicinity, and that will be a turnover. That green pigeon with the disc underneath trap is going to back this one up to the middle, looking for teammates, looking for something to open up. Pigeon floating, not under a ton of pressure, is going to send this one over across to Tylenol. Tylenol floating in, got a teammate across. They got one on the pillar, one on the corner other side, and that's going to come in. Toki with the stun, so Leviticus can tuck it in for the glory. And Cookies, they've got themselves the lead back.
They certainly do, and I've noticed Cookies is playing a very methodical game. They're a very careful game. They're just timed passes that are absolutely beautiful. Very little loss of the disc there. And SaneWolveS is going to try to do the same thing, send it over into the left tunnel, but it's going to be, it is grabbed, and it's passed over to Squirt. Squirt is not able to get it, but grabbed by Narwhale. Narwhale loses it, and it's put in for another 2 points. Once again, it is a tie game.
This is the game we were looking for. Forget that 19-point win we saw in the first round. We've got ourselves an excellent back and forth here as we are once again locked up, this time at 8 points. We're halfway through the second round and still nothing has been decided. We're right back to square one. it is Tylenol coming out the tunnel, going to send it across to that green pigeon with time. Lots of time. Probably more time than that pigeon expected, because they're just going to float all the way down the arena. Got a teammate, is going to reset this one back to Tylenol before sending it across. They've spread the defense very well. Do have some open targets, lots of options, so they don't need to rush this one here. They've been very consistent in their offensive attacks. They're going to send this one across. Oh, but there's a miscommunication. 3 players floating back to get it. Don't worry, Cookie fans. You've still got the disc. Tylenol's going to back this one up.
And Tylenol is going to send it over to that green pigeon. That green pigeon's going to fake a few passes, get the defender there to jump around. Leviticus is going to grab it on the backboard, but Jax is able to save it and send it right back out. But that green pigeon is able to grab it in the trench. I don't know if they're aware of what's behind them, but pass over to Tylenol. Tylenol is going to send it up to Leviticus. Leviticus is going to send it down to Toki, who's not going to make the goal, and it's going to be cleared out by Narwhal. But, it's stuck in the trench, and it's grabbed by Leviticus. It's going to be brought back, floating back, getting people set up. And let's see what happens here. It's going to be passed over to Toki, who sends it back to Tylenol. Tylenol's going to send it down to that green pigeon. That green pigeon's going to walk it back up into the bubble, looking from that boot area, and subs it in for another 2 points. It is once again a 2-point game in favor of the Cookies.
Yeah, Cookies grabbing the lead again. Time to see now how SaneWolveS can answer. They've been dropping behind for most of this round, but they've always managed to find a way to claw their way back into contention and tie this one up. But how long can you keep that going? Eventually, you'll have to get yourself a lead, and potentially this is that opportunity here. They're moving in quick, got a long pass coming in. They're the first there with the stack. Oh, not going to read that well, though, and that'll cost them. The crossing pass is going to come there as they reset it to that green pigeon in the mid. Leviticus moving in, looking for that 3, dinging. No, after so many hit 3s, that one's not going to fall, and critically keeps it a 1-score game. That green pigeon going to bounce it off the ceiling to Tylenol. Tylenol up behind. They've got a couple options here. This isn't looking good for SaneWolveS coming in. Oh, what a shot, that green pigeon. And finally, we got ourselves a 2-score lead as Cookies, they're extending this one and putting it maybe just a little too far out of reach.
All this talk about Cookies, I'm starting to get hungry. I was not prepared to cast at all tonight. So, I'm not shaved. I just was not ready here. I don't even have a beverage here. On the joust, it's going to be grabbed by Jax, who's going to send it down. The stack's going to chase it. Narwhal, and it looks like a little dribbling here, but it's picked off by that green pigeon, who seems to always be in the way of those passes. It's not going to make it into the goal. It's going to be grabbed by Jax, who sends it back to Squirt. And once again, they're dribbling, but once again, that green pigeon is able to grab it, and it's now in Leviticus's hands, and we know what that means. Oh, it's saved by Squirt, who sends it out toward the left, but not out. Tylenol tried to grab it, but got stunned out, sort of bump it over to that green pigeon. That green pigeon's going to bounce it off, and nope, off the ding ring. Jax is able to clear that all the way out. Oh no, not all the way out. Tylenol's able to grab it and send it right back to Leviticus, or Toki. I got that little marker on the screen there. It's messing me up. It's cleared out through the right tunnel, and it's going to be grabbed by Jax, who sends it up and back, and it's not going to go through. A little bumping around here. I'm not sure what they're trying to do. Well, they're stunning each other, obviously.
Yeah, this is going to be picked up here. Jax with the disc, moving and looking, but time really is the enemy here. With only 24 seconds left on the clock, it does look like this will probably be all she wrote for SaneWolveS, and that will do it. Leviticus, what more fitting way to end this game than a 3-pointer on an open goal from Leviticus. Incredible performance this whole game. And don't worry, SaneWolveS fans. I'm sure they will be back, and we know they'll be back. They'll be back in half an hour. We will see them, and we will have that game. 15-8 is your final as the clock runs down. Cookie going to be taking this one over SaneWolveS. And as much as we would love to sit here and go over what we just saw, we know you just saw it. And we have other games to get to. Kangarillas W coming up right now. We're going to hop out of here. We're going to get into the new server, and we will be right back with you guys. Don't go anywhere. We're live, we're back, and we, just like we promised, Kangarillas and W coming at you right here at the top of the hour on Echo Arena VRML. I am, of course, Offbeat. You know my face, you know my voice, or at least if you don't, I do my best to be as ridiculous and unforgettable as possible. Beside me is Pinched-Nerve, who has been so gracious to jump in last minute and join us for the cast this evening. And as always, on the cams, Wonder Team Man, who is doing a spectacular job and has trolled us less in the chat than we expect, than I'm used to. I'm usually expecting smart aleck comments from him there all night. So keep an eye out, see if you can catch him in the chat, and of course, don't forget to spend those channel points and make our lives miserable here as casters. All right, Pinched-Nerve. So we got Kangarillas and W here. Couple of teams that got into Master via the Challenger Cup just a week or so ago. What are we expecting from these two? What's their history been like?
Well, you know, these teams did meet twice in the Challenger Cup, and both times Kang was able to beat W. Kang was the #1 seed getting into the Master Tier this past Challenger Cup. W came in through the losers bracket. So I would think that W wants a little retribution here. I would think W is going to play real hard, try to take it back.
Yeah. Absolutely. And I mean, like, there's a lot of top names here, right? Especially if you look at Kangarillas. Kangarillas, if you don't know the history, has been a pretty wild thing. They were one of the original teams in that Master Division. They broke up, they kind of fell down to Diamond while not all the core members were there, but they have since come back together. They stormed through the ladder before Challenger Cup and had a very, very exciting showing in the Challenger Cup. Putting in some solid work there and nearly putting in that opening 3 would have been Callan, but that's not going to fall. Good opening chance for the Kangarillas, but it's not going to click as W looking to see if they can get a quick counter attack here. It's going to be sent back, but don't worry, Callan is back there with the stack, and they'll pick it up and clear it up through the right tunnel.
It's going to be grabbed by Strem. Strem's going to walk. Oh, Strem's going to lose it, but Mad is able to pick it up, sends it down. Looks like they got stunned out. Strem is able to pick it right back up, and it's going to be passed over to somebody who misses it. Giggity Gao is able to grab and clear it out over to Citizen. Citizen's going to watch, see what they have open, send it through. Oh, on the fly to Jack. Jack is able to send it up and over to Bloop. Bloop's going to look for that shot and send it in for a 3-point. And they open the score with 3 points.
Yeah, Kangaroo is looking a little out of sorts on defense there, as all 3 of them kind of floating in the bubble towards the one attacker and just kind of left that goal open as they all pressured that disc. Time to see if they can settle that down and, you know, get more comfortable, get their communications back on track. Because, hey, if you're W and you've dropped a number of games to these guys, you are very excited to be getting those opening points. And it's going to be Kangarillas passing it back and forth here. They get that stack stun, but not for long enough. That stack is still applying pressure, and they're going to get a turnover here. That Citizen with the disc going to be sending that one in, and there is 3 more points. Ho, ho, ho. W jumping out to a quick 6-0 lead here. Did not see that one coming.
I certainly didn't, but, you know, everyone says Kangarillas is a 3-round team. They'll just kind of analyze you on that first round and kind of force you to adjust for the second 2. So on the joust, it's going to be gently picked up by Mad, who passes it over to Loveridge, who sends it right back to Mad, who sends it through the right tunnel. And it's floating free now, and it's going to be grabbed by W. Bloop's able to grab it, and is going to float it across, looking for that open pass, but gets stunned out. Loveridge is able to reset it back to the goalie over to Mad. Mad's going to look for that pass and reset it back to Callan. Callan's going to look and send it over through the center to absolutely nobody is there except for Giggity Yao, who's able to almost clear it out, but Mad picks it up, sends it right back down to Strem. Strem's looking at the bubble and gets stunned out, but first passes it, and oh, it's dinged off the ring. No goal there, and it's grabbed by Citizen and cleared out to the bottom almost.
Kangarillas not able to capitalize on the 4-on-1 and looking to answer right back and punish that. No, Mad is going to get the save off the backboard there. Absolutely clutch save, stopping the Kangarillas from dropping down 8-0 early here as Citizen going to move this one back up, potentially eyeing up that 3, is going to take the long shot, but no. There is a geode in the way, as Psychotic would say. Who put that there? Who put that there, indeed? As Jake is moving in, is going to send this across. Giggity Gao, who's going to tuck that one in. You can only hold them off for so long. W with 8 unanswered points here with an 8-0 lead. Not at all what we expected coming into this game. Kangarillas yet to get on the board.
I am completely shocked. I did not expect this to be an 8-point difference so early, so quickly. And it's going to be Mad picking it up at Nest, and it's going to send it through the right tunnel. And it is not picked up. Citizen's able to grab it. It's going to walk it into the bubble, pass it over to Bloop, who takes a shot, but no, it's not going in. And it's going to be grabbed by Callan. Callan's going to try to reset it over to Loveridge. Loveridge back to Strem. And they're going to send the, I'm not sure what they're doing. They're just kind of floating around there. It's going to get reset back to Mad. Mad's going to pass it down through the bottom to Loveridge. Loveridge up to Strembitsky and across to Callan. Callan across to Mad, and Mad is not able to take the shot. Citizen's able to grab it and send it right back out through the right tunnel over to Jack. Jack's going to take the long shot, but no, the shield is in the way. But Jack is able to get the disc right back, but gets stunned out. It's going to be grabbed by Mad. A little stun fest over there. Citizen has it, takes a shot. It is now a 10-point game. W is ahead of Kangarillas by 10 points. I did not expect this at all.
Yeah, we mentioned that these two teams met in the Challenger Cup, and it was Kangarillas taking it both times. That's not even including the other two times that they have met. The other time they have met this season, where it was also a Kangarillas win. So really, they're coming in with a 3-0, series lead on the season, and they're still not able to connect. As Callan isn't able to tuck that one in. Jake with the disc is going to get this one cleared up and out, and there's a stack coming in. W is going to be first to it. That is Bloop with the disc. Bloop going to make some moves, looking for that long three. No, not quite able to connect to it. But doesn't matter because Jake with the disc. They've got a 3-on-1. The goalie is stunned. Citizen putting it in for 2 more. W! I know we should, we've expressed that we are surprised by how this is going. But still, every goal just keeps adding on to that. They're up 12 now, and here comes the timeout finally coming in, and that is being called by Strembitsky, who's going to call it for Kangarillas.
My jaw is on the desk here. I just cannot believe this. I don't think I've ever seen Kangarillas take a timeout being down 12 points. We're being prompted in the chat for information on Fall Fest, and I have to be honest, I don't have it handy. Do you happen to have that?
Oh, Fall Fest. You mean you don't know everything there is to know about Fall Fest? Well, let me tell you a little something about Fall Fest. We're in Fall Fest. Look, this weekend, obviously, the weekend we're in right now, Onward and Pavlov have both started their qualifiers. You've probably caught it because I'm sure you are following up. You're following everything that goes on here in VRML. It's been some exciting stuff, and make sure you're subscribed to the VR Master League main channel or Pavlov_VRML on Twitch to tune into those. Also, coming up soon, very, very soon, November 5th, 6th, is going to be the Echo Arena Season 6 Cycle 3 Challenger Cup. Game starting at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific, and both days they'll be right here on Echo Arena VRML. It is going to be a ton of fun. Look, there's so much exciting VR esports action to be had here. We are only a taste. The best taste, absolutely, right? We are like the creme to the creme. We are the I don't know, what's your favorite thing? Like lately I've been having a hankering for pumpkin pie, but like a good apple cheesecake is always the best. Like we are the dessert here, right? So you go there, you watch the Pavlov, you watch the Onward, they're the nice appetizers, but then you come here for the real good stuff at the end, right?
It was either that or our finals just happened to come up last.
No! How dare you? How dare you? This is the best. I refuse to allow anything that I'm involved in to be anything but number one.
Oh, let me change the order of the casters then.
Whoa there. All right. So we got ourselves a 12-0 lead here. W obviously doing some stuff right. But honestly, you can't be doing that without the other side getting some stuff wrong. And really, it's been a little bit of both at play here. As we've been seeing, the pressure from that stack coming in from W has been fairly relentless here, right? You see that we see that coming out of the gate, Kangarillas is trying to run these rollouts where they keep those slow passes, they move it back and forth, they try to get a stun out on that stack and then move it up past that stun. But they've been having trouble with that stack. Sometimes they get the stun but aren't able to move the disc up quickly enough to actually turn it into an offensive chance here. So really, it's going to come down to, at least initially here with the disc, are they able to get past that initial stack and overcome it and then actually get some points? They've had scoring chances and they've just not been able to capitalize. A couple things that they need to clean up and then they can be right back in this. And here they come. Callan. Ooh, that's not what they want to see. Jake with a great steal, and they will turn this one back around for W.
And Jake is able to send it through the bottom trench. It's grabbed by Citizen on the bounce. Oh, but it's saved by Strembitsky, who's going to send it right back out. And it's going to be picked up by Callan at the right tunnel. Callan's going to walk it through. Looks like we got some people coming back. Pass it over to Mad. Mad sends it down to Strembitsky. Strembitsky's going to look for the goal. And, pass to Callan. Callan sticks it in for 2 points. Finally, the Kangarillas are on the board. It's still a 10-point game, however.
It took them almost 6.5 minutes, but hey, they managed it finally. Still almost taking a little while. They've been in the bubble with all 4 players around the bubble, but then just have not been able to turn into shots before the defense gets back and starts causing havoc. They were able to get that one off just in time as the defense was coming back to support, but was enough. Jake moving in here, has a teammate, makes a good move, gets around one, and that is going to be Bloop putting that one in. Jake does get a headbutt on it to finish it off, but hey, that 12-point lead has been restored. Wow. W answering right back in style.
I have to wonder if that was planned or just oops, Hey, you take it. It's points. However it gets in there, it's still points. It's going to be picked up by Mad, who's going to send it once again through the right tunnel, and the stack is chasing it. It's going to be not grabbed, and it's going to float back, and looks like W might once again pick it up, and they do. Bloop is able to grab it and send it back over to Jake, who I've been calling Jack. And Jake's going to juke around. A lot of dancing over there, waiting for the teammates to get up to the side there. Pass over to Citizen. Citizen's going to walk it around, send it down to Bloop. Bloop's going to go into the bubble, take a shot, 2 points. And W is again ahead by 14 points. That's with only 2 minutes, 20 seconds left.
Yeah, I feel if you're Kangarillas right now, you are writing off this round. And really looking to channel all your energy forward into round 2. Where hopefully they can come out of the gate a little stronger and not have to dig themselves out of that hole. Doing a good job here, right? They've gotten themselves some points, but they really are struggling to get set up in the zone. There are some good stuns as Bloop is going to get the clear and pick up that disc again, looking for the long 3. Oh, nearly going to connect on that one. But guess who's there to scoop it up? Oh, never mind. I was going to say it's Jake, but Jake not able to get back to collect that one. And the reset to Mad is going to happen. Ooh, getting it to Strembitsky just out of the reach of Citizen. As Strembitsky floating, waiting for anyone coming in. There's Callan with opening back to Strembitsky. And there it is. Put in by Strembitsky, ruining the call by waiting just so long to tuck it into the net. That's fine. I'm not bitter. They've cut that lead to 12 points.
They did cut the lead. I did not expect that to play out the way it did, but maybe that was on purpose. Maybe that was part of their plan to just slow it down a little bit and be a little more methodical. Giggity Gal is able to grab the joust and is not going to pass it correctly. It's going to be picked off. Loveridge has it, passes it over to Strembitsky, who misses it, but Callan's able to recover and pass it over to Strembitsky, who's going to bounce it off the backboard into the back of the goal for another 2 points. They've reduced the deficit by 10, but there's just not enough time.
No, but at this point, you're just wanting to show yourselves that you can play better. And hey, you've chained together a couple of scores here, so, that's something. You're getting the feel of the pace of the game that W is presenting you with, and I think they're recognizing that they got to take those scoring opportunities when they have them instead of waiting for the absolute perfect opportunity to pop up. Jake is going to look to take a shot there. It's going to bounce around all the way around, out of the reach of Bloop, and they are going to clear it down here. Strembitsky following up that disc is going to pick that one up, well reading the bounce. Jake is there, but no, it doesn't matter because behind the goal is Mad. That Strembitsky Mad Canadian combo is going to come in, and they are going to get 2 points. You know what? Last goal wins. Sometimes, not today, but you know what? They had a good, I think it was a 6-2 run there. They keep that momentum going into round 2. We should be in for a treat.
Yeah, everyone says King Gorillas is that second round, third round team that they just watch you that first round. I've never seen them watch so passively before, but you know, let's be surprised. Let's have that round 3. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And like we've everything we've seen so far supports that theory, right? The slower start, they fell behind early, but you know what? You watch those last couple of minutes, and they have looked like a completely different team. They've been putting in the goals when they've had the chances, and they've been chaining them together fairly quickly. The defense has been looking better. They've been getting set up better. No reason at all why King can't come back and take these next two rounds, or at the very least, at the very absolute least, force a round 3. But hey, full credit to W on their side. They've been doing an excellent job spreading the disc around, everyone having their opportunities. Jake, an assist machine here, leading the way with 3 of them. But every member of that team getting on the scoreboard here, putting in some excellent work, as they've really been taking advantage of all their chances whenever they've gotten it, especially early on, setting the tone there early. If their offensive stack can keep applying the kind of pressure they have been applying, they should be set here.
Absolutely, and I'm just looking at these stats, wondering how are they going to change in this second round, because King Gorillas, they're going to come back. Maybe we'll find out. Here's the neutral joust. It is grabbed by the King Gorillas, but it's stolen by Jake and stolen right back by Loveridge. Loveridge sends it over to Mad, who sends it to Strembitsky, who shoots for 2 points. They open the score for this second round.
Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly what you want to see if you are a Kang fan, or if you absolutely hate Kang but still thought they were going to win and so dumped all of your channel points onto Kang in the prediction poll. Juice, the 18th, welcome, and glad you're here enjoying the stream, and welcome to Echo VR. Yeah. Ton of fun. If you have not tried it, absolutely worth giving it a go. Oh, there's another turnover. Mad coming in out of nowhere is going to get that steal. Quick pass back and forth to Callan, and Mad is going to take a shot. That net is open. No! Citizen getting that one off the goal line. Another chance, not going to fall. Bloop is going to pick this one and get it cleared. Wow, how did that one stay out? Blitz, thank you for the hydrate. I need it now.
Wow, that was amazing. I could have sworn that was going in. Strembitsky's able to grab it and send it, not quite all the way back. And here they come. Strembitsky's floating across, looking, and here comes a W stack who stuns out. No, Strem's able to stun them out. The disc is sent across, and it's going to be picked up by Callan. Callan's able to send it out through the left tunnel. It's going to bounce around the geometry, and here come the W stacks. But a Geo gets in the way, and Loveridge is able to grab it, who slaps it down, but not into the goal. Citizen's on the floor with it, able to clear it out through the right side, through the right tunnel, and we got a little leechy going back there. Mad was pulling off the back of Jake there. Mad's going to sit back and send it across to, I'm not sure who's there except for the right tunnel. It's going to bounce around. Loveridge is able to grab it, pass it across to Callan. Callan's had it stolen, it looks like. It got sent back to Mad. Mad's going to send it forward to Callan. Callan's going to look across, send it over to Strembitsky, who's going to walk into the bubble. He's looking down. Oh, and it's a missed pass. It's going to bounce right back out of the bubble. It's slapped back in. Loveridge is able to grab it, send it up to Callan. Callan's going to send it through the back to Strembitsky, who puts it in for a 2-point. They are now ahead by 4.
Man, Strembitsky is just a fun name to call, so we're very glad that he scores a lot. Thank you so much, Strembitsky, for your service to the stream. Yeah, up 4-0 now, right? This is exactly what we saw coming. Kangarillas, after kind of taking the first round off, they are absolutely coming out here and playing their A game. Is going to be Citizen moving this up, as it is going to be W with a couple quick passes, but it's not enough. That Callan Loveridge stack is going to get back and apply too much pressure, and they've cleared it through now. Time to see which stack can get there first. Strembitsky is floating loose, only able to get that initial pull, and Strembitsky will not be able to pick that one up. It will be Bloop on the back end, putting it out of the reach of Mad and the enemy stack. Jake looking for that long 3, not going to connect, but don't worry, because you got a teammate coming in there. That Citizen down below, gonna find underneath the boot is Bloop. Bloop with the move, gonna dunk that one in the backside. 2 points, W finally getting on the board and cutting that lead in half.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot a goalie can do. I don't care how good you are. When they're walking in like that, it's real hard. The best you can do is dive at them sometimes not. In this case, it went in. Well, you're still up by 2. So on the joust, it's going to be Mad, who's going to send it once again through the right tunnel. It's grabbed, but stunned out, and the disc comes free. Oh, Mad's able to grab it, pass it down to Loveridge. Loveridge is going to walk it up into the bubble area, and it's tapped. It's grabbed by Callan. Oh, and it's saved by Citizen, who sends it out, but intercepted by Mad. Mad's going to walk it in and send it over to Strembitsky. Strembitsky is going to reset it right back over to Mad. And we'll play a little catch here, back and forth. Just draw out the defense, walk it upwards. Mad's able to send it to the bubble to Strembitsky, who puts it in for another 2 points. It is now 6-2.
Man, that northern combo of Mad and Strembitsky, when it is clicking, it is clicking. Oh my goodness, such crisp passes between the two of them. Like, if you're the defense or even if you're their teammates, you're just looking on in awe as they bounce that back and forth so elegantly and turn it into 2 points the other way. As Kano saying in chat, so smooth indeed. Strembitsky going to pick this one up on the back line. Not able to get the clear through, though. Citizen is going to steal this W, staying in this good quick shot, and they're able to turn that one into a 3 as well. Jake doing good job from the shield there to put in for 3, and we got ourselves a 1-point game.
We certainly do. You know, you're talking about that Canadian duo, and you're right. It is extremely impressive, especially considering they're Canadian.
Whoa!
On the joust, it's
whoa.
going to be picked up by Mad. Mad's going to send it over to the left side this time, and there's a stack there. Loveridge is able to grab it, pass it up to Callan. Callan's going to send it down to Strembitsky, who's going to go into the bubble, pass it over to Callan. Callan puts it in for 2 points. It is once again Kane. It is 8-5.
I'm gonna let that comment slide because I am exquisitely polite. Strembitsky doing a perfect job to hold on to that until the last possible second, getting it across to Callan right before getting stunned. So Callan had all the time in the world to tuck that one in past the goalie and extend that lead back to 3. Giggity Gal with the clear here, but under pressure. Oh, doing a good job to get rid of that and slap it forward. But it's not enough because Strembitsky's there on the back line. Oh, is going to lose it. Here's a chance at a 3. That's an open one, and bloop is going to put that one in. We got ourselves a tie game.
Wow. Again, another beautiful 3-pointer from the floor. You know, I can't throw very well from the floor. It just doesn't work out for me for some reason. Never could figure that out. Maybe I should get some training from these teams. On the joust, it's going to be grabbed once again by Mad. Mad's going to send it over to the left again. It's going to be, not picked up. It's going to bounce across, but it's able to be picked up by Strembitsky, who shoots it in for another 3 points. They regain the lead.
That lead back with 3, and of course, we read the stats for this. It's like Strembitsky, assist by Mad. Because of course it is. Of course it is. And yeah, they've grabbed a 3-point lead here. And you do have to remember, W won that first round here. So Kangarillas does need to win this one. So good on them for grabbing that lead and holding that lead. Do need to get concerned if W ever grabs that lead back here. But as is, they've got that 1-score buffer, which is nice. And it is a 3-point buffer. But that is an open target on the goal. Jake moving in, considered taking the 3, but will elect to take the 2 instead. Goalie was there. Goalie was ready. And they'll take the 2 points because they've cut it down to 1. Still 3 minutes left on the clock. Lots of time for so much to happen.
This is an exciting game. This is great. It means so much to both of these teams. And right now, Kang has it by 1 point, and they have the offensive joust. Mad's going to send it through their right tunnel this time. It's going to, not through the tunnel, through mid. Loveridge is able to grab it. Loveridge is going to go down to the floor looking for pass options. Send it over to Callan. Callan up to, it's picked off and it's saved. Off the ding, and it's grabbed by Citizen. Citizen's going to clear it out through the left tunnel, but no, it doesn't get out, and it's grabbed by Jake. Jake's going to send it through mid. It's going to float around, but Strembitsky's waiting for it. Loses it to Bloop, who sends it in for 3 points. W is now in the lead in this game.
Bloop putting in work with that, tying Strembitsky for most points in the game so far, and crucially taking that lead 13-11. And a quick reminder, W has not beaten Kangarillas in their last 3 attempts this season. Could this potentially be the first one if they can keep up the pressure and keep sinking these with such regularity? Loveridge is going to lose the disc. Here's a chance to extend this one up to a 2-score lead. That's going to ding off the post. Not quite able to get that 3 connection. And it is back in the hands of Kangarillas. They're going to look to counterattack here. It is going to be Callan throwing that one in, but no, Jake is back on the post and is going to clear the one up out of harm's way. 2 minutes left on the clock as that disc is floating free, waiting for an owner.
And owner is coming. It's able to be knocked down into the tunnel, and it looks like it's going to be Who? They're just like fighting each other for it. Jake's able to grab it, but gets stunned out. Callan steals it. It's going to walk it back through the popcorn area, through the right tunnel. But no, it's picked off and sent back. Bloop has it now. Bloop's going to send it up to Citizen. Citizen's going to walk it in for 2 points. It is now a 4-point game. W is widening their lead.
Yeah, that is a critical 2-score lead here. Kangarillas, we were talking them up. We were hyping them up so much here. But look, W clearly has something to say about that. A minute left on the clock. They're going to have to move quick here if Kangarillas wants to keep this one alive. Mad is going to send this one down. They've got the bounce there. They've got the teammates moving in, but no one's able to read that bounce. It takes a couple of awkward ones, and W's going to clear this one back in. Points or no points, time is really the enemy right now. Oh, good job by that second back, but wow, an even better headbutt from Jake, getting stunned, but still able to keep possession alive, and it turns into points. Wow, that headbutt assist was incredible, and W has just locked themselves a win over the Kangarillas.
Absolutely amazing, and it is all your fault, Offbeat, by praising them as a Canadian team. You see what you've done to the poor Kangarillas? It's going to be grabbed by Mad, who sends it over through the left tunnel, who's just going to gently drop it down to the bottom, over to Strembitsky, who banks it in for a ding. Not getting in there because, you know, he's Canadian, but Leverage is able to sink it in for 2 points. It's not going to matter a whole lot at this point, though.
Yeah, it's a little too late here because that's game. And with a 17-13 final, it is going to be W taking it into... Wow, what an effort here from both teams, giving us some excellent gameplay. But hey, W has been waiting for this day for a long time, and it finally arrives. They have toppled the Kangarillas and are going to slowly start working their way up that master leaderboard.
Absolutely. I'm looking at the stat sheet. Strembitsky with 13 points, Bloop with 13 points, Citizen with 11 points. Absolutely amazing teams, but it looks like W just wanted it more.
That they did. They came in here with a good plan. They executed that game plan, and all the power to them. Excellent work coming in here from W. We are going to go to break because we got one more game here, so we're going to set that one up for you. We're going back to the SaneWolveS den, where they will be taken on Lurk, and I will throw some harsh words at my co-caster for what he has said about my homeland. So we'll be right back, everyone. Keep an eye out for any black eyes when we come back. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. For those of you just joining us, we are here on SaneWolveS Sunday, by which we mean there happen to be two SaneWolveS games that we are here and we are covering. I am Offbeat. My lovely co-caster with me here is Pinched-Nerve and Wonder Tea Man, who has been putting in excellent work on the cams, I am sure. Give him a round of applause in the chat. And yeah, we're here. We got one more. It should be a fun, exciting night. Pinched-Nerve, how you doing?
I am doing fine, and I'm looking forward to the second game with SaneWolveS, this time against Lurk. For Lurk, you have X, Uzi, Spy, and Larry Lulz. For SaneWolveS tonight, we have Jax, Squirt, Camspin, and Narwhal.
Yeah, should be a good lineup. Obviously, SaneWolveS coming off of that tough loss here in the first one, but they were looking much better as that one was going on. So I'm very interested to see if that comes together for them and if they are able to keep that momentum rolling. I expect they've probably kept their headsets on, maybe took a quick break, but they're going to try and keep that momentum going. They got themselves warmed up. They shrugged it all off, and they're going to be ready to come in here and make a solid statement, I expect, as they are coming against Lurk, another team. Obviously, this is a high diamond matchup, so every team is very capable here. It should be a very close game. Lurk coming in currently ranked 14th on the ladder versus the previous 11th that SaneWolveS had to take on earlier this evening. So potentially a little closer, but really at that high level diamond, especially when things are settling post Challenger Cup, still lots of time for anything to happen, right?
Absolutely, and I'm really wondering, my mind goes wandering. I'm wondering, what if they enter the scores on the website in the reverse order? How that would affect the MMR? A lot of little details like that. I don't know why I get distracted by details.
I think that's why we become casters, is we get distracted by details, and that's how we fill time. We talk over and over endlessly on little details because you didn't even notice that we just killed all that time waiting for the teams to ready up, because we're here, we're in the game, and it is going to be SaneWolveS with the disc right away. That is Squirt, who's going to clear it up through the middle. Got it. Oh, looking for that stack, but Jax not quite able to collect it. Going to be picked up by XX with some time, with some spaces, and clear this one up the middle, but you never clear it up the middle, you fool! It's picked up by Narwhal. They move back the other way. It's a 2-on-3, but they're still going to push in down below, making a couple good moves. Oh, good back pass, but no, it's not going to connect. Dings off the ring. They're going to keep up some pressure here, though. They've got underneath. The goal is still open. There's a cut pass. Second attempt. That one's going to fall. Jax puts it in. Quick 2-0 lead for the Wolves.
Absolutely. You keep trying for that goal. It will go in eventually. And, you get the ding. It's close enough. And, well, it went in. They're now ahead by 2, and the game has just started. So we're going to have Lurk on the offensive joust. I don't believe I've ever casted Lurk before. So Spy is going to grab it, send it to the left. It's going to be sent to Uzi. Uzi's going to send it right back to Spy, who loses it. Jax is able to send it up, and off the ding ring. No 3 points there. That's how I throw from the floor. It's going to be picked up by Jax. Jax is going to send it across over to Narwhal. Narwhal's going to back up, send it right back over to Jax, who's loses it, but is able to grab it back. Jax sends it right back over to Narwhal. They're just going to back and forth, a little table tennis here, back and forth. And once again, back to Jax. They're working backward. The goal is the other way. There you go, moving forward. Over to Narwhal. Narwhal's in the bubble now. He's going to open up, and it's saved, and it's sent out. But it's picked up by Narwhal once again. Narwhal's going to juke and try to send it back to Jax, who puts it in the back of the goal. It is now a 4-point game.
Yeah, SaneWolveS definitely looking like the team that's coming in here warmed up, right? They're coming here out the gate, applying the most pressure. They've been doing very, very well, and as a result, they've earned themselves a quick 4-0 lead here with some back-to-back points. Really looking now at Lurk to see if they can get something together here of their own, because it really has been controlled by SaneWolveS for the most part here. And there's a turnover, another chance at a 3, but that one's not going to fall. Larry Lulz there to scoop up the rebounds, going to look to reset that one back wisely to Spy. Spy with some time is going to spot the teammate X, not the X teammate, because it is X with the disc. They're moving this around, trying to keep it away from the stacks, because those stacks are a little relentless from SaneWolveS. It is going to be cleared across, but no, there's a loose disc, and that's exactly what they've been waiting for. No, Stack's not able to connect here. It's going to be moving out. That goal is open because that's how the SaneWolveS play. But they're able to get back on this one, get it up out of harm's way. They're going to collect it and clear it up ahead for themselves.
And it is cleared across, and here come the stacks. The stacks overshoot, and it's going to be grabbed by Larry Laws. Larry Laws is able to send it right back into the SaneWolves side, but the SaneWolves stack is once again there. Jax is going to send it across. They're dribbling it across, but it's picked up by Larry Laws, who sends it up through, trying to get through the tunnel there, but it's picked out. Uzi's able to grab it, send it back, and once again here the SaneWolves stacks, and they're going to dribble it across over, and again, Uzi's able to grab it and evade the stack, send it across, but the geometry gets in the way. It's going to come right back into their side. It's going to be grabbed by X. X is going to send it across to Spy. Spy sends it through mid, down to nobody there, and this SaneWolves stack is able to grab it. Camspin sends it over to Jax. They're going to dribble it across to the right. Little distraction there from the geometry and the cubes there. Spy is able to grab it, send it right back. And it's just like a stack race back and forth. It's picked up by Narwhal. Narwhal's going to send it back toward the tunnels, but it's not getting out there. Little push and go here. Just push the disc a little forward. Squirt's going to send it over to Spy. Spy's going to float it in. They're finally getting into that bubble off the backboard, but ding, it's not going to get in.
Not going to get in. Jax with a good slap to clear it out, but still maintaining the pressure here is Lurk. Larry Lowell's moving another chance. No, Jax says no again, but they can't get it out of the bubble. Uzi is going to move in, and finally, after so much effort, Lurk is going to get themselves on the board. They're going to cut this lead in half. Now a 4-2-1, and much like their namesake, they've been sitting in the shadows waiting, and now finally, will we maybe see them start to chain a few together?
So it's a low-scoring game so far on the Joust. Jax is going to send it through the left tunnel. It's going to go all the way through, and here come the SaneWolves stack, but they missed the disc. Jax is able to grab it, send it across, not into the goal. Yeah, I'm not sure why they missed. Jax is a better shot than that. It's picked up by X. X is going to send it through, but there are the SaneWolves stacks. They're playing those European stacks, it looks like. Jax is able to send it through the mid, and the stacks come and get it. Once again, Uzi sends it across and sends it right back into the SaneWolves side. I should talk slower because it's going back and forth a lot. Spy is able to grab it and not into the goal. It's going to be picked up by Spy once again. Who's going to take their time, pass it over to X, who does not make it again, and it's able to be almost cleared out by Jax. And it's pushed out the rest of the way. I'm not sure who was able to get that slap, but it is now floating in the Lurk bubble. And Camspin has it, shoots for two. It is 2-6 at this point.
Yeah. Look, SaneWolves, we saw them earlier. They were playing the style game, and they're sticking to their guns here, continuing that same play style. But big important difference here. Those stacks are getting back on defense, and they're doing it really well. Whether it's because they're just feeling more fluid and warm, or maybe it's because their stacks are getting less pressure from the Lurk side. They've been doing a great job. Even though that goal has been open for threes, teams have not been able to set up and take those shots because the stack has been getting back and applying that pressure so well. X doing a great job taking on two SaneWolves at the same time, coming out with the disc, and is giving them a good counter attack here. Oh, that's not going to connect as Larry Lulz has to chase this one down with the disc, going to move in, has a teammate dinging that one off. And it is going to be a second chance. No, as it does look like they are playing down a player. As, yeah, there is a drop coming in from Lurk. Time to see if SaneWolves can capitalize. They're moving in. That's going to be a long three. Looking for that. Not going to connect. It is going to be picked up by Uzi on the rebound as X has reconnected here. Back to full strength. And they will get this one cleared out as Lurk has successfully fended off the SaneWolves power play.
Yeah, that was a beautiful clear, but did not pay off for the SaneWolves. And once again, the Lurk has it, and it's on the SaneWolves side. It's going to be cleared out, but not all the way. And X is able to grab it and send it back toward the bubble. But the SaneWolves stacks are there, and Jack sends it across to nobody's there except for X. X is going to send it right back in, and nobody's there to catch the disc. You have to float after it. But the SaneWolves stack is able to grab it and send it across all the way. And picked up by Squirt. Squirt's going to float over the bubble. Looking, pass over to Narwhal, who puts it in for 2 points. It is now a 6-point game.
Yeah, SaneWolves doing a good job there on defense. But honestly, for all that time that Lurk has had possession of this, they really haven't been able to turn it into too many scoring chances. You know, it's not that they haven't had the disc, but they were constantly chasing it, making passes that eventually got to their teammates, but weren't direct, were slow, roundabout ways of getting it there. And oh my goodness, what a great stack coming in from Jax. Jax with the disc here is going to reset it back, but they've got the numbers advantage. Narwhal moving in. They've got the 4-on-3 here, sending it across down below to Squirt. Squirt under the boot, going to send this one in. Looking for Jax, but not able to connect. A good defensive play there from Uzi. Uzi is going to get this one cleared into the trap area where the stack will pick it up. X and Larry Lowell's moving in. No, Jax on the back end is going to get a good intercept and clear, potentially saving some points there. And SaneWolveS back on the attack.
And stack went right by it. Squirt's able to grab it, pass it over to Jax, down to Narwhal for another 2 points. That was quick. You handed it off to me and they scored. Boom, done.
Yeah. What can I say? I'm an instigator. I'm an instigator, or more accurately, I just never find enough time to stop, and then I stop just because I have to, and I'm running out of breath, and things happen then because they've been waiting for me. Everyone in this game is against me. They're all conspiring against me.
I thought it was your Canadian politeness that you wanted me to read off the, cast the scoring while you got all the dribbling back and forth.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
That's definitely it.
Sent past the goal, but Narwhal's able to grab it. Narwhal's going to float back toward the goal. It's going to drift lost. I'm not sure what happened there. Uzi's able to clear it out, but not all the way. And the Lurk stack is able to grab it. Uzi sends it across, bouncing around, and once again, Lurk has it. Looks like Larry Lowell's has it. It's going to pass it across to the floor, but no, it's grabbed by Camspin, who sends it right back out the bottom, bouncing off the bottom. Oh, what a beautiful save by Larry Lowell. What a beautiful save. But Camspin's able to grab it, floats it right in for another 2 points. It is a 10-point game. Mathematically, this round is over.
If you could break ankles in zero gravity, they would be obliterated. What a duck coming in from Camspin there. Just to put a little exclamation mark on what has been a very, very excellent round for the SaneWolveS. Especially on that defensive front, where they've been doing a great job here. They're just going to let them come in here, taking it in as the seconds run off the clock. 12-2 is going to be your final round one. SaneWolveS, despite dropping that first game here on stream, they have come back with a vengeance here, taking it to Lurk. Lurk only able to get 2 points that whole round. 12-2 is your final for round one.
Certainly is. And while we have this break, I'm going to do that Fall Fest thing that I finally was able to pull up. We are in Fall Fest. This weekend, Onward and Pavlov have both started their qualifiers. Be sure to subscribe to VR Master League or Pavlov_VRML on Twitch to tune to those events. Also, November 5th and 6th is the Echo Arena VRML Season 6 Cycle 3 Challenger Cup in North America. Games start at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific on both days at Echo Arena _VRML.
Wow, that sounds like such exciting times, and I am sure glad that I am here and have an internet connection to consume so much of that content. Excellently, well done, amazing read. Lurk and SaneWolveS, right? This game here it's been a bit of a weird one. Lurk, let me check, because like time of possession isn't that far off. We got a 56%, but like, has that Lurk possession time really been quality possessions? It's been hard to see. Like, they haven't had that many scoring chances. They've had the disc. Sure, it's been in the SaneWolveS end, but it's not like we felt too many huge, exciting moments for them where they've, just been on the verge of scoring and just been shut down by like really good defensive front.
Well, on the joust, Lurk is able to headbutt it in. Unfortunately, they're not able to keep it. So while they had it, they lost it, and the stack is not able to grab it. It's going to finally be grabbed by Jax, who's going to send it into the Lurk side, and they're going to walk it in with the stack. It's going to be Narwhal. Narwhal shoots, but it's saved, and X is able to clear it out through the left tunnel. Maybe Lurk is coming back, but oh no, SaneWolveS stack is there first. Bounce off the geometry. It almost looks like it was meant to happen, but Spy is able to pick it off, bounce it off the backboard, and cleared right back out through the right tunnel.
Yeah, back and forth, this disc bounces, both teams vying for that first goal. Luez, thank you so much for the hydrate. Much, much appreciated. Oh my goodness, that's all the time in the world. You're taking too long! The hubris is their undoing as they don't get the 2 points there. Oh, that is unforgivable. As back the other way, Chance coming in for Lurk. They're not able to connect here. Oh, and that clear through. They were looking to dump a chase. That one's not going to work. X with the disc. Oh, making a nice move. X looking for that long 3, and X not quite going to connect on that one. We're still waiting for those first points there after SaneWolveS just gave it up. Uzi moving in here with a teammate, going to send that up to X. X with some time is going to reset this one back. And Lurk going to do their classic slow approach as Spy, looking for an option.
And it's going to be passed over to Larry Lulls, who sends it over to X. X is in front of the goal, take the shot, but no, it's not going in. And it's going to be picked up, fortunately for Larry Lulls. Larry Lulls is able to send it over to Spy. Spy is going to look down and send it down to Uzi. Uzi's going to walk it in, and finally, Lurk is able to make those 2 points and take the lead.
Boy, I bet SaneWolveS feels pretty silly right now about taking a while to tuck that one into an empty goal with 4 players floating around the goal. I'm not gonna relent on that. I am not gonna get off their backs on that. That was ridiculous. You're in a close game. Like, okay, if you're coming out of like a 12-2 game like that and going, oh, there's no way anyone could possibly beat us, I don't think that's what you're coming in here trying to do. And come on. That was a little crazy. But hey, timeout coming in here, being called. I believe that was on the side of, it is going to be Uzi, taking the timeout on behalf of Lurk. So maybe they've got some issues to work out, or maybe they're just so excited, to be ahead now that they want to take some time to savor the moment.
How in the world did you know it was Uzi who took the timeout?
So let me tell you about this amazing application called Spark. So if you don't know, Spark. Oh, yeah. For those of you who don't use Spark, it is an incredible tool. We use it here for casting all the time, but it's also great for tracking your stats, getting a bot in to record games for you, getting replays. I know when I was a team captain, it was immensely helpful for, going back and looking at our games and seeing where we need improvement. And I would like to very, very much get this out to everyone. Spark Mini is a godsend if you are a Quest player. Look, if we are casting your game and you're on a quest, you no longer have the excuse that you can't get a Spark link. Spark Mini makes it so easy. Just have it on the same Wi-Fi as your quest, gets you that link, lets you join games remotely from it. Is an incredible app. Absolutely should look at getting that if you at all can, because you want casters on your side. You want to be good friends with the casters, because then I don't want to promise anything, but you'll probably get cast more if it's known that you'll make it nice and easy for us, and throw a little help our way.
Absolutely. I can tell you, I was using Spark Mini with a Quest 2 headset, and being able to get a Spark link to send it out is very, very easy. I was having a little difficulty using Spark to accept the Spark link to start up in the headset. Haven't quite figured that out yet. I was kind of rushed for time at the moment. I really wasn't able to play around with it. It was probably something silly, and just iOS doesn't want to cooperate with me. That's just the way it works.
Switch over to Android. But no, I might have gone a little ahead saying you can accept. I know it's coming, or maybe it's there. I'm not super sure, so I won't put words in your mouth. If chat knows, feel free to chime in. Yeah. So we got ourselves a time on here as Uzi jumping in the chat to let us know that we had an off controller, so they're gonna take some time to fix that one up. And normally we would be panicking here, stressing out, but don't worry, because it's the last cast of the evening. Our schedule will be fine. We will be here all the way through, as long as it takes, unless it takes too long, in which case we will we'll tell them, look, we can't wait forever. We got places to be. I just started the season 2 finale of the Orville, which my wife and I have been watching. It has been a ton of fun, and I could talk about that for a while, but I guess we should talk about the game first. We should exhaust all the in-game topics before I move on to my personal life, right?
You mean you have a life outside of the game?
I try to. Between people messaging me to cast their games and actually casting the games, which don't do that, by the way. Quick PSA: don't message a caster to ask them to cast your games. There is a process. You use the hype votes. The hype votes are absolutely the top way to get it cast. It doesn't guarantee a cast, but it does guarantee that if someone is looking to cast that evening, you will absolutely be. That's what we look at when we were looking at the games for tonight. What are we going to cast? We are looking at those hype votes. We're using that to decide what is getting cast, what we're picking up, and so that's my pro tip for you. Use those hype votes, and of course, try to schedule your games so that they don't conflict with master games, because of course the master games are. We like our master games. It's almost like we want to show the highest quality content we can on the channel. But hey, just avoid those regular times that are like full of everyone, and we're always looking for some stuff between the master games to highlight. We're back, and look at that 3 points, Larry Lulz right away. Wow, 5-0 right off the bat. That's not what we're used to seeing from Lurk. A quick goal? Who are these guys?
Nice, clean 3-point shot. One other tip for people who want to get casted. You're watching this game. You're collecting channel points. Collect 15,000 of them, and then you could kind of buy a watch my cast. You can redeem a watch or a cast my match, and using that always takes the highest priority. When we're looking for a game to cast, we look for those redemptions, and finally SaneWolveS has redeemed their first 2 points.
Yes, they have. And on that note of the channel points, well, we'll get back to actually casting the game in a second, I promise you. I have been heavily disappointed by the lack of word sneaks here. Come on, I'm on channel 1. I want those word sneaks. You have been utterly failing to make me miserable. I'm here having a grand old time. I need to work for. You got to make me work for this, right? It is gonna be picked up here. Lurk with the disc, trying to get it over, but they're under some pressure there from that stack and scored. Applying some pressure. No, an excellent reset coming back there. Spy is gonna have that disc looking, lurking, spinning around, trying to get this one out. Is gonna find X. X gonna send it down to Larry Lulz. Larry Lulz moving, got some teammates up ahead. Really looking for that reset though. Is gonna get across to X, but that stack causing some problems. No, X with a couple of stuns. X gonna give it to you. As Uzi coming in now. No, gonna get denied by Narwhale, and that will be a good defensive play on the side of SaneWolveS. They'll get this one cleared out.
And the stacks are coming for the SaneWolveS, and Campspin is able to walk behind the goal and stick it in for 2 points. Now they're only down by 1 point. Are the SaneWolveS coming back? Once again, you handed it off right before a goal was scored.
Look at me. It's
awesome timing.
It's the pro move right here. 5-4. Coming out the tunnel now. They're all 4 coming out the top tunnel. That is going to be Spy with it. Is getting rid of that just in time because there comes the stack. Uzi looking for the reset back. Is going to send it back to Spy. Spy. Look, they're going to take some time. They've got themselves a 1-point lead here. They're not a super fast team all the time. They're looking for a 3, though. Wow! They're just coming out with these long 3s. We didn't see this at all from them in round 1, but all of a sudden they've seen some opportunities and they're looking to take them. Behind the point, that is a stunned goalie, which is going to make a nice, easy 2 points for Uzi. And they have regained that 3-point difference, now up 7-4.
They are up 7-4. It's a 3-point game, and it's half over. So we're going to see a SaneWolveS joust, and here they come. It's going to be grabbed by Jax, who's going to send it out to the right, but it's picked off by Uzi. Uzi's able to send it in, and oh, it goes off the ding ring. It's not a goal, and it's cleared out, or almost cleared out by Jax. It's going to float around, but picked up by Larry Lulz. Larry Lulz is going to bring it back in, wait for his team to get into position, and pass it over to Spy. And Spy's going to send it back up to Larry Lulz, who's going to send it to the backboard. And oh, it's saved by Jax. What a beautiful save.
What? Jax, you have no time to react to those. Like, yes, a goal by Jax, well deserved, because my goodness, you have no time. Literally, he's got to have spun around, thrown his hand up, somehow getting that in the way. There's no way you could predict where that shot was going, and then is rewarded with 2 points back the other way, and we're back to a 1-point differential as they've cut this to a 7-6 game.
Spy's going to send it across to Larry Lulz. Larry Lulz is going to send it over to Uzi and over to X. And I'm not quite sure how they ended up with, because the SaneWolveS scored. Well, I'm falling asleep over here. X is going to send it through the left tunnel, and the SaneWolveS are able to pick it up. Narwhale is going to send it down, and it's a little bounce. It's picked up by X, who sends it back up, and once again, grabbed by Narwhale. Narwhale's going to send it bounce off the ceiling again, and once again, X is able to grab it. X is going to play with it before passing it over to Spy. Spy's going to walk it across, looking for his teammate, send it over to the backboard once again. Uzi sends it through, and another 2 points by Lurk. It is once again a 3-point game.
Yeah, SaneWolveS having trouble closing that gap here, right? Every time they score, they get it to within 1, they tie it up, and no. Lurk taking it right back the other way. This is the promise of the game plan that they came in with, that they weren't living up to in that first round, but they really are here. You know, they're coming out of the gate here, and it's quality possession time now, right? They've been doing a great job here, and coming back, they are going to get in the way there, breaking up that stack, breaking up that dribble, and 3 minutes left on the clock now here. SaneWolveS with the disc below. It's going to be Narwhal sending across. Jack's underneath, getting that cut pass, and Squirt going to put that one in for 2. They've cut that lead to 1 again. But I mean, they gotta get 2 in a row. They gotta stop Lurk on defense now.
Yeah, and Lurk is lurking back there, and they're lurking in the lead, and they keep managing to separate the lead back up to 3 points. You know, SaneWolveS will make that 3-pointer and tie it. It might be a more interesting game, but Spy's going to grab it, send it over to the right. It's going to be reset by X back to Spy. Spy's going to try the left side over to Uzi. Uzi's going to send it across, but the geometry once again jumps in the way, and it's a turnover to Camspin. Camspin sends it up, but X is able to grab it, and is going to float it in and reset it back to Spy. Spy's going to do a little dodging there, send it across. Oh, and it's picked up by Squirt and passed over to Camspin through the right tunnel, and here come the stack. Narwhal's in. Sends it across to Jax. Jax is going to take the shot over to Squirt, who puts it in for another 2 points. And the SaneWolveS are now ahead by 1 point.
Call me a prophet. All I had to do was call them out for it, right? They were just like, oh, my goodness, Offbeat's right. We need to score back-to-back points. And just like that, they've done it. You're welcome. You're welcome, everyone who put your points into SaneWolveS stock, because this currently looks to be paying off here. They've got that round 1 in the bag and currently leading in that round 2. Uzi going to send this one over across to X. X with a lot of space, but you know how stacks work. Space is at a very, very high premium here. Going to be sent down up ahead. Larry Lowe's looking for the 3. That one's not going to fall. Second attempt. Uzi underneath the goal. Making a move. Juke's coming in. And Larry Lowe's with a lovely, lovely stun on the goalie to set that one up. And rat-a-tat-tat out of the Uzi. They've got themselves that lead back up 1.
And they've exchanged the lead once again. Who's going to win this game? Well, we're not going to know until the final seconds, it looks like. We're going to have a SaneWolveS offensive joust, and out of the tunnel they come, and Jax is going to send it straight down, and their stack is going to miss it. Larry Lowe's is able to take a shot, but misses, and the stack for SaneWolveS is able to grab it, send it through almost to the right tunnel, but not quite. It's going to be picked off by Larry Lowe's. Larry Lowe's tries to reset it, but the geometry is getting in everybody's way today. Spy is able to back it up a little bit, send it across to, and he missed X. X is not going to be able to pick that up, but it's going to be grabbed and sent right back to X. X is going to float in that corner. I think they might just be killing time here.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, they're just killing. Oh, why not? Take the 3-point. It's open. You might as well, right? Just add a little salt into the wound.
Oh, my goodness. It's been a while. It has been a while, but we are going to find ourselves with a round 3 here. Lurk with an excellent round over round improvement. They've got themselves a 4-point lead here, and that is time running out. Uzi, I see you in chat. Look. You got a game to play. You got to focus on the game. Congrats on the win. Obviously, if you're coming here looking for advice, can't be biased, of course. So go score more than the other team. That's my pro tip. Because we got ourselves a round 3.
Be biased? They never told me that. Go sports! Oh, esports. Go esports.
Esports are sports.
So let's see. There's something else we're supposed to read here, so I'll just grab that real quick. We'd like to thank our sponsor, Asterion. Well, I hope there's no pronunciation guide. AsteronProducts.com.
Asterion.
AsterionProducts.com for their continued and passionate support of VRML and VR esports. If you would like to thank them, head on over to AsterionProducts.com and use the code VRML5OFF to get $5 off any order over $20.
Wowie zowie, that's a bargain. And you know it is, because that is my classic Offbeat catchphrase. Okay, so look, we're getting into round 3, so we got to look at what's been going on in these first couple of rounds here, right? Two teams playing two very different styles here. Because if you look at the side of Lurk, Uzi and Larry putting in all the points, right? 10 from Uzi, 6 from Larry, and that's been it across the board. Versus on the other side, we've been seeing a very, very spread out game, all around team effort on the scoring front coming in from SaneWolveS. Which is kind of a testament to mainly how SaneWolveS has been playing, because they've been exposing them. They've been exposing those 3-point chances, and it's as a result their offensive stack has been really able to get to those. Oh my goodness, X with the save, reaching around the goal to get that one. And if you were here looking for a quick score in this first round, not coming in there on that first chance at least. Second attempt not going to fall either. SaneWolveS keeping up that pressure though. Jax, they're going to pass this one back up as Squirt there in the reset position.
Squirt's going to send it down. It's going to bounce off the geometry. Camspin's able to slop it over to Jax. Jax is going to walk it into the bubble, reset it back to Camspin. Camspin's looking around and able to send it straight up to Squirt. Squirt's going to send it back down the other side to Narwhal. Narwhal sends it right back to Squirt. Well, they can just keep passing it. Off the geometry, off the shield rim there, over to Jax. Jax puts it in the back of the bubble, and the SaneWolveS have taken the initial lead.
They have, and that whoever scored first in these games so far has ended up winning. Not gonna say it's 100%, but 100% of the rounds this game have been won by the team that scored first. So, stats, extrapolation. Spy with the disc down below on Star. He's gonna get under that stack, find a teammate. That's X. X is just gonna kind of reset it back here, looking to get it back to Spy, doing a good job of getting into that, and just out of the stack's reach. That stack keeps coming close to getting that disc, but not yet able to steal it. X down in the trench with some space, looking around, waiting for Spy to come unstunned. They're slow to move this one up, and they're taking the time. They got the stacks to split up, and maybe that's just what they're looking for. Spy gonna send it in, but Narwhal shuts that door and tries to get it cleared out. It's gonna be bouncing loose though, up off of Pac-Man. Gonna be picked up here by Larry Lulz across to Spy and Lurk. They're doing this slow approach here because they've seen SaneWolveS. They're back on defense, and they've been able to make the most of these. So let's see if they can get it here again. Nope. X gonna lose it at Camspin, and here comes the SaneWolveS counterattack.
It's going to be grabbed by Narwhal, who floats it in for another 2 points. And once again, you handed it off just in time for me to make the highlight reel.
You say that as if it isn't intentional.
Yeah, I got to say, I've been watching this game, obviously, and I've seen some incredible saves behind the back that I'm just really jealous of. I really wish I could do that as precisely as they're able to. It's going to be a disc in front. Oh, nope, they turn it over to SaneWolveS. SaneWolveS is going to throw it across, and the stack is there. Squirts is able to grab it. Squirt's going to send it back to Camspin. Camspin gets stunned out behind the... But Narwhal is able to make the shot anyway. It is now a 6-point game.
Yeah, SaneWolveS coming out here with that round one energy. We are 3 minutes in. And it is a 6-0 lead already. Lurk, looking unfortunately like they were in that first round, where they haven't been able to get onto the scoreboard here. Just too much pressure coming in from the SaneWolveS. They've been forcing turnovers and not really allowing too many scoring chances in and around their goal. Speak of the devil, there's a turnover. Camspin with the disc. Got a teammate down below the goal. That is going to be Jax underneath. Send it across. No, that one's going to ding. Narwhal not able to connect. Uzi is going to get this one cleared, as it is going to be Lurk trying to get their stacks together to follow this one into the bubble as it bounces up and around. Who's back first? It's SaneWolveS, but they've missed the disc, and that's going to cost them. X-Go give it, he puts it in, and they have cut this lead in half now, 3-6.
Yeah, that stack, incredible speed, but it's hard to control that stack. You're not going to make precise adjustments, and they lost it. Lurk was able to grab it, stick it in for that 3-pointer, and now Lurk is only down by 3. So on the SaneWolveS joust, they're going to knock it straight down, and they're going to dribble it across. Looks like, yeah, they're dribbling it, and but it's picked up by Uzi. Uzi gets stunned out. SaneWolveS is able to send it in, but Spy is able to reset it back out, and it's back into the SaneWolveS side. It's able to be grabbed by Uzi. Uzi's going to put it to the back of the goal, and now it's only a 1-point game.
Yeah, we got ourselves a close one. Round 3, 1-point difference. We're almost halfway through this round. How much time left? Really, we could see this one going to overtime. Not to jinx it or anything, but we could be casting this game until 2 in the morning. You never know. Jax is going to send this one over to the left. Narwhal with the disc, going to clear that up. Cam spin, send up to Squirt. Squirt moving in, going to hold on to that just long enough. They've got the numbers coming in. Oh, what a shot from down below. A tough angle, but Jax is going to put that one in for a quality 2 points. Finally stopping that 5-0 run that Lurk was on and reestablishing that 3-point lead.
The way that stack just came in, I think, I obviously I can't know, but I think that is what they intend to do with the stacks on those jousts. It was just beautiful. It executed cleanly, and they got the points. So now we're going to have Larry Lowles dancing along the ceiling, moving toward the bubble, sending it down. Nobody's there. And we're going to have a little disc chase and a little floating, and it's finally grabbed by Spy. Spy's going to walk along the wall there looking for options and sends it across to X. X is going to send it down to Uzi. Uzi's going to walk it up, shoot it in for 2 points. It is once again a 1-point game.
Lurk refusing to die, keeping this one close. The 3-point lead gets extended. They cut it back to 1. 4 minutes left on the clock. They're gonna, at the risk of saying it, they're gonna have to chain a couple of them together though if they want that lead back. Knock on wood. As it is going to be Jax with the disc here on the nest, waiting for the teammate to come back, and they are going to try and look to stack this one, but no, the stack isn't come, and the stack coming in from Lurk is going to apply some pressure and break up that plan. Squirt's going to clear this one up, looking for a teammate, but no, they're all tied up. Spy is going to collect that one nice and easily up on Cloud, and looks to clear back the other way. Oh, looking for that long 3. Is that there? No, that's going to bounce just around Narwhal there to scoop it up, and they retain that 1-point lead, as it is going to be SaneWolveS looking to see if they can get something set up here.
And they did grab it, but they got stunned out. It's going to be grabbed by Spy, who's going to put it back into the bubble over to Uzi, who dings it off the ring. And the SaneWolveS are able to grab the disc, and the dribble is once again back on. It's going to go out through the mid, and which stack gets it? It looks like the SaneWolveS has it. They push it into the orange bubble, but it's X who's able to get back first, and X is going to clear it out through the right side, and it's going all the way right to Cam Spin. Cam Spin sends it back. It's going to bounce around. Jax is, they're down to 3-4, 3v4. So it looks like SaneWolveS are playing shorthanded at the moment. Narwhal sends it across to Jax. Jax down to Cam Spin, who shoots it in for 2 points, despite being down a person.
Yeah, shorthanded goal coming in there, clutch. 2:42 left on the clock. You better hope that they can get their teammate back in quickly. And, oh, right, we can call timeouts. Timeout is going to be called there. Obviously coming in from the side of SaneWolveS as they try to get a player back. But hey, when you can score a goal down a player, you got to be feeling fairly good about that. We've got this back and forth. It's been going on for so much of this round. Up by 3, up by 1, up by 3, up by 1, 2:40 left. Lurk's running out of time to properly close this.
Yeah, they are. And, well, SaneWolveS can get their missing person. I can't even identify who's not there at the moment. My brain is just all fried. I was not expecting this tonight.
That would be Squirt.
Squirt. Okay, it looks like Squirt got dropped. Not sure why. Yeah, you have internet problems. It happens. Or maybe a battery died. Well, I hope not.
I kicked Squirt out for drama.
Did you really? It's all Offbeat.
You can't know.
Offbeat.
I wanted overtime, so I want Lurk to be able to catch up. No.
Is that... Well, go ahead.
Yeah, I got nothing. What's up?
I was going to do another read this thing.
Oh yeah, go for it. Read all the things.
We get sent these things we should read. So
throughout, Monsieur Dimwee is checking up on us. He was going to cast tonight, but then dropped out. But you best believe he is watching and grading us all accordingly. So yes, let's get all the sponsor reads in.
Throughout all of Fall Fest, we will be giving away HyperX products during select live streams. Be sure to keep an eye out for any hints as to when these might be. Wow, I just misread that badly. As to when these might be by watching the announcements channel in the Echo Arena VRML Discord server. And I tell you, I was watching Onwards thing going on earlier today, and they gave away a HyperX keyboard. It was a nice keyboard. So, hey, watch it. Get something. Nice gear.
Yeah. Yeah, I can attest. I guess now's a good time as any. Uh, because you can of course see my beautiful face right now and it's not at all obscured by this quality VR game. Um, HyperX has been so generous as to supply a number of our casters with some gear, including headsets and microphones. So obviously, HyperX has been a long time sponsor of the league. Uh, quality sponsors there. Yeah, they throw a lot our way, and we are super grateful to them and all of our sponsors for helping this league run so much. There's so much that goes on here. It is a primarily volunteer run group. There's so many of us that are here because we love it, because of the passion. That we're here for the love of the game, and there's so much that goes into keeping this running. Obviously, we are the faces of it. We get that honor as casters, but there's so much that goes on behind the scenes. All the moderators, the league organizers that keep this all running, and of course the sponsors that provide us with the fuel to make this happen and to make the championship prizes happen, which is always exciting. And hey, of course, championships coming up right around the corner. Glassdas asking in the chat, did SaneWolveS win or lose their first match? If you're referring to their match earlier this evening, they did lose that one. I believe in 2 rounds. But they're back here. They have split the first 2 games, as you can see on the UI. The little blue dot means SaneWolveS win, and then the little orange dot means Lurk wins. And we are, of course, waiting for connection. We do have all 4 players in the arena here, so I expect we should be going up and running fairly soon. Lurk, they got to get some points together. They got to. I thought I could jinx it earlier by saying, they just got to chain 2 scores together, but then it didn't immediately happen. So I'm not. Oof. I must be losing my touch.
How can you lose something you never had? I'm sorry, I had to go there.
You're still caster in training officially, right?
Oh no, oh no, I had my
Oh,
training. It was like 4 hours long, but
dang it. I can't kick you. You're not senior though. I still outrank you. Watch it.
well, I mean, technically, I'm probably senior to everyone except for Newton. But um, wait a second, I'm a mod. Mods are
Yeah.
biased. You know that, right?
Yeah.
We're biased against
Everyone
casters.
hates mods. No, just kidding. We love the mods. There's so much mod work that goes on behind the scenes. We are super appreciative to all of them. Where are we at here for timeout? Because I know there's a limit in how long these timeouts can be. I feel we got to be approaching that.
They're
And
on
it looks
pausing.
like there we go. Got my touch back. We're unpausing. 2:40 left on the clock. Time to see if Lurk has anything left in the tank. If they're able to outpace the SaneWolveS here, and if they're able to collect a few. Coming out the launch tunnels, here we go, we're underway, Spy with the disc, gonna send that one down, and X there, trying to move this quick, but no, that is very well read, and Jax is gonna pick it up. Oh, they're gonna lose the disc here still, that net is open, no! Larry lulls with some upside down acrobatics, keeping that one out, and keeping Lurk alive here as they look to counterattack.
And it was picked up by the SaneWolveS. That stack is just incredibly fast. Gort's going to send it back all the way across, but the geometry once again gets in the way. Narwhal is able to recover, but it's picked up by Larry Lulls. Larry Lulls sends it right back, and once again, here come the stacks, and X is able to grab it, take a shot, 2 points. They're only down by 1 now.
Well. They're keeping this interesting, aren't they? Minute 46 left on the clock. Time is getting low, but still plenty of time to do what they need to do as long as they can connect the dots and make it happen. But hey, in order to do that, they're going to have to get this disc from SaneWolveS, and they've been extremely protective of it so far. Jack's sending it down below. Oh, bounce up. That's not the bounce they were looking for, but Jack's doing a good job to recover. That's going to bounce off of the trench up high where they've got Squirt coming in, but Squirt is going to get stunned out. And look at this. They've got the disc back. They're going to clear through the tunnel, but don't have a stack. Excellent reaction from Narwhal and Jax to move on to that. They've got possession of the disc back. Minute 11 left on the clock as here comes SaneWolveS.
They're giving a clinic on how to dribble. It's amazing. And once again, you hand it off to me, and the SaneWolveS score 2 more points. It is again a 3-point game.
Yeah. Well, not much time left. At this point, they're really going to have to go for a 3. I mean, I try to claim credit for it, but really it's happening because we're seeing some good counterattacks by SaneWolveS. They're constantly coming in here, and they're making good, crisp passes. They get possession, and they turn it into points fairly quickly, and not just through quick rushes, just good passes. They set up an opportunity quick and they take advantage. 34 seconds left here. Oh, good backstack coming in there from Jackson Narwhal. They've got the disc back in the tunnel. They've got it cleared out. 26 seconds left on the clock, and the disc is still in possession of SaneWolveS here. They've got it under the goal, looking to put this one away. That one won't happen. Second chance. That one won't fall either. 17 seconds left. Excellent defensive effort, but they got to get that disc back if they want anything. Narwhal with the disc, send it behind the goal. No, that's going to be stopped again. Oh, holding on for dear life here. 7 seconds left. Oh, they got to get this disc out and clear it. No, it's not going to happen. Larry Lowles gets a piece of it, but it's not enough. SaneWolveS, they fought through a whole first game where they couldn't pull it off. They had to go to 3 rounds here, but at long last, SaneWolveS earning themselves the win. 14-9 here in round 3. What a match.
What a match indeed. What an incredible game. What amazing stacks. What incredible goalkeeping. I am very much impressed. Now I have to go to sleep and I'm all hyped up.
Trick is not to sleep. The trick is to stay up and cast Oceanic region games.
I really want to one of these days.
They start at 3 a.m. It's hard.
Well, I'll be sure to sign up for the finals when the Oceanic, I'd love to cast one of those games.
I have been able to catch a few early mornings one a while back. It's fun stuff. Look, guys, thank you so much for coming out here. We've had a ton of fun. SaneWolveS, thank you for putting on a good show for us, both games. Giving us all what we want. Yeah, in the chat saying GG's, absolutely quality games here tonight. Both from SaneWolveS and, of course, from our little dip into Master with Kangarills and W, also giving us some excellent action here tonight. Look, we've been here for a while. We've been obliterating our voices for you. I hope you've all enjoyed it, because we have. I'm sure Pinched-Nerve, you would agree that it is absolutely worth the sacrifice.
Absolutely. To be able to share these games, to share this perspective is a joy and it's a privilege. Thank you. And thank you for tolerating me, Offbeat and Wonder T-Man.
Yeah, it has been a pleasure. So yeah, one last time, I've been Offbeat, Pinched-Nerve here beside me with an excellent co-cast, Wonder T-Man, running the cams, and not just the cams, literally the whole production behind the scenes for this, making it all work, running the prediction polls, asking teams for links. He's top notch. Round of applause in the chat for Wonder T-Man. That is it for us tonight. We are going to call it there. Stay tuned. Make sure you're following and subscribing to all the channels here, because there is lots more excellent Echo Arena coming up in the next couple weeks as we work our way up to the final Challenger Cup and, of course, to finals. Have yourselves a good night, everyone. Love you all. Take care.
VRML Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Asterion Products, Border Foods, VR Cover, ProTube VR, Rebuff Reality, and VRware.net.